Good morning. My name is Reverend Annie Batchelder, and I'm here to do a live guided meditation. Get your morning started off in the light. Thought I would light my candles, light my battery operated candles, and get things set up here. While we're waiting for a few more people to gather, I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for joining meditation, joining your heart in the quiet calm, and bringing your whole self to this life, to here on earth. We're all doing the best we can each day, bringing the best of ourselves that we can each day. And I think meditation for me definitely makes it more possible to have a better part of me interacting. Just doing a little breathing here until we hit the 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. mark here in the Pacific time zone. Having a sip of tea. All right. Good morning again. By the power of divine light within us, come, Holy Spirit, Spirit of light, Spirit of truth, for the highest good of all throughout time. Fill our hearts with divine love as we humbly ask permission to open the divine portal to the highest realm of the heart of the Akashic Records for this group. Akashic beings of light, guide this group to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to our abundance and highest good. Lords of the Akashic Records, assist this group to fully embody its soul, to fulfill its soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround this group with the enlightenment and wisdom of its masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct this group's perspective and actions to those that manifest its divine plan. Akashic beings of light, guide this group to the deepest truth of its being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to its abundance and highest good. Lords of the Akashic Records, assist this group to fully embody its soul's light, to fulfill its soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround this group with the enlightenment and wisdom of its masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct this group's perspective and actions to those that manifest its divine plan. Akashic beings of light guide this group to the deepest truth of their being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to their abundance and highest good. Lords of the Akashic Records, assist this group to fully embody their soul's light, to fulfill their soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Direct this group's perspective and actions to those that manifest their divine plan. Surround this group with the enlightenment and wisdom of their masters, teachers, and loved ones, free of all resistance, judgment, and fear. Free of all resistance, judgment, and fear. Free of all resistance, judgment, and fear. We are now filled with divine light, and the records are now open. Take some more deep breaths into your lungs, deep, deep, deep into the lungs, and exhale them completely, releasing all the old air. The divine portal and the Akashic Records are now open as we float on this breath and journey on this breath. We open our awareness to the greater world about us, the greater universe of light, of energy, of being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to our being right now, using the breath to float, to let go of yesterday, the day before, to any moment in time where you felt stuck or trapped. Releasing any attachments to the outcome of those moments in time. Just bringing all of your attention to this moment and breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Letting go of any attachments to who you have been in the past. The anchors of your identity, your perceived identity of who you are. Let yourself be as free in this moment, uncaged, untamed, unlimited. Use your breath to free up any parts of the body that are still tight, attached. You may need to wriggle your body a little bit just to loosen up those body places and let your love into those places that are tight or attached to the old. Let yourself come into this moment, newborn, unrestricted, unreprogrammed, unbounded by the family law book. Let yourself come into this moment free of all the personality trappings. And notice as you do so, you open up space inside of you for new possibilities. Possibilities that a moment before could not exist because of your setting, because of what you had decided that the future was already bringing you. Open up to these possibilities. Just being in the space of open energy. And call the light to you. I call the divine light to this group, to the hearts of all who care to join. I call the light to all those who are crying out for freedom. I call the light to all those who are crying out for joy, for upliftment. I call the light to all those who feel that they have been imprisoned by themselves or by others. I call the light of freedom. I call that open space. I call the freedom to all of us. I presence that freedom. And I call in the divine, the beingness of the divine. I make space in our hearts to receive the divine. And as we engage with the divine, we engage with the divine will for all of us. For the divine intention of freedom, the expression of joy, unbounded energy, limitless space. I call the joyful light, the light of the divine, into our hearts and into our minds. Oh, Holy Spirit of God, great creatress, illuminate our minds that we may more creatively enjoy our lives. That we may be released from the binds that have held us. We ask for illuminated intelligence and understanding. We ask for open hearts and a great ability to love one another, ourselves, our friends, families, and strangers. We ask that your divine love flow through our veins and through our heart, our spiritual hearts. So big, so wide, so open, so free of constructs, that we can love ourselves as our neighbors and love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Return to the breath as I bring up the music a little bit to you for your enjoyment and some quiet. And as you breathe, imagine that the soul chakra, about 12 to 15 inches above your head, the eighth chakra, filled with golden white light, pours itself into the space between your crown chakra and the eighth chakra and into the crown chakra, filling every inch of space within your body with the soul's light, illuminating every nook and cranny and every cell fills with the soul's light. And you become so bright as you are filled from head to toe with the soul's light. And now call in your connection to the divine. We link with the divine through the light of the soul. And we are everywhere surrounded by holiness, by the softness of divine love. We are now filled with the light of the divine and surrounded by divine love. Gentle, compassionate, pillowing divine love. And we ask that divine will illuminate our will, so that as we step into this day, our words, thoughts, and deeds are filled with the love and the will of the divine. May we have a kind thought for all, including ourselves. May we find it generous. May we find ourselves feeling generous of heart and mind. As we match the love that we are being shown by the divine. We are grateful to the divine for breath for those around us who care, who love us, who help us. And we are grateful for the food we eat and pray that for every bite we eat, the hungry bellies around the world are filled with nutrients, freshness, life force. And for every breath we breathe, others are released into freedom, freed from their bondages. We are grateful for the space that has been hollowed out inside us to connect with the divine and receive her gifts, her bounty, her leadership as she demonstrates love, abundance, and peace. May we all reflect that in our daily life today. So bring yourself back into the room, being aware of your surroundings. I thank you, David Grease, and Kelly Allward, Audrey Neal. Thank you. Thank you, folks, for being with me today, for sharing this with me. I bid you an illuminated, wonderful, peaceful day.